Welcome to another edition of a Monday morning goddamn Barrow. Let's jump right on in to basically what the title of this one is. Officially, like I mentioned this past week on Strum, SubSeason 3 is going to be happening. The way we're going to be doing it this time is, the same as the other times as well, in terms of how the matching will be done, how the points will be spread out thus far. Hold on, let me focus that back. We're going to be doing it back on Sundays. Right now, we did SubSeason 2 on Tuesdays, I think, because of my scheduling. But we're going back to Sundays because now I have Sundays and Mondays off. But we will not be starting it, of course, until the Niners win the Super Bowl. So we're going to, do it after this Super Bowl because the Niners are winning this Super Bowl. So the Sunday after the Super Bowl, we may not have the first week, but we'll have like a preseason week, essentially, and then we'll go into the first week after that. So if you want to partake in this SubSeason 3, get together with 4 6-month followers or with a subscriber. Can't be a brand new subscriber, just like always, in terms of like someone who actually just comes into the channel and goes, hey, subbed, and then all of a sudden they're starting 5 because you just brought in a fucking ringer. I, C, and U. So same thing as normal. Of course, the one thing is that each individual team has to have someone that has been in the community long enough that I can trust in order to run a team. Right now, if you are asking yourself, I wonder if Barrow is going to trust me for that. If you have to ask yourself that, most likely, you're fucking not. Just saying. But, most of you know as far as which one, if you can be a captain, this, and that. Get together with the team. Get 4 people. Again, make sure they're at least 6-month followers or subscribers that have been in the channel that we know. One of those 2 criteria. If someone's really close to that 6-month follower, I'll let it slide, essentially. And if we can, I want to bring Nubs for Life back as well. I want to at least get 6 teams. I want to get 6 teams. I have a strange, I'm not a strange suspicion, but I have a suspicion that SubSeason 3 may not be as popular because as far as SubSeason 1 was really fun, SubSeason 2 was really fun, but SubSeason 3, of course, it may not be able to get those teams in terms of playing again because, people have experienced SubSeason. They may like SubSeason, but they feel like they want to do something differently on Sundays itself. So if SubSeason cannot be fulfilled with teams and such like that, what I'll do is then I will create an open tournament, what I did like maybe a year and a half ago, where some of you actually found the channel that way. Basically an open bracket strum where we go ahead and give a cash prize money to go ahead and find out from individual teams that will come in. For this SubSeason, we are going to have a cash prize. It's not going to be substantial. It's not going to be substantial. It's not going to be substantial. So don't play for the cash prize itself. What I'm thinking about is like $50 a player, so maybe like a $250 thing at the moment. But we'll dive into that once we get further. But we will have a cash prize, or at least a prize worthy of about $50 per person, essentially. So again, SubSeason 3 is going to be officially announced as of right now. Please email me at Twitch TV Barrow34@yahoo.com with your roster and your team name. Again, a total of 5. Please also tell me who the captain is of your teams. That way I know who I'm inviting in for the pick and ban process of the maps, essentially. And again, mostly it's going to be the same as SubSeason 1 and 2. Not much changes there. So if you participated in 1 or 2 or you played in them, you know exactly how it's going to go down. So to move on with the other questions that we have, I'm pretty sure I said everything I wanted to about SubSeason 3. I may make a more official video later on, but that's just something I wanted to say here in Monday Morning Barrow. One of the questions was, I'm paraphrasing, but if for strumming purposes, Rainbow Six Siege and Gears of War, those are the 2 games I strum. The question essentially stated, of course, you get more viewers when you, I don't check viewers myself, but of course, you could just see the chat activity. You get an idea of it. Rainbow Six Siege gives me more viewers than my Gears of War counterpart. They asked if there was another game that you could strum, what would that be in order to, let's say, maintain those viewers? Because what you want to do as a strummer, if you're proceeding as a business side sense, all of us strummers wish we could just play any game and get the same amount of peak viewers we get on the fantastic days. Of course, that's not going to happen. I would personally say if there was I don't know of a particular game, but I wish I was able to strum single player games and still be able to feel as though I am providing entertainment while being able to quote unquote, well, I guess provide the entertainment. Because I feel like when I play single player games, I'm just not that entertaining because I'm more engaged into the story than I am engaged into the chat. And I want to make sure that I'm staying quiet, staying focused, reading the subtitles. And when I do play single player games, I feel like I can't explore. I can't go do those side missions I want to do because they could be perceived as boring to some viewers and they want to go ahead and check out. Unfortunately, in the back of my mind, it's still one of those things that I'm treating it as a business side because I had it for that 2 years when I did it full time. I wish I could strum single player games. I just can't. So sometimes I play them off strum. I played the Outer Worlds for like 2 days, not in 2 days total, but 2 separate days of playing, maybe 8 hours apiece each day. I haven't played it since because I just feel like if I strum it, it's not going to be good for my channel. I wish I could strum single player games. I think that was what I would like to say to it. The other question was someone asked, again, I'm paraphrasing. They said, you used to invite me a lot to games, so I'm assuming that probably meant Rainbow Six Siege. You used to invite me a lot in Rainbow Six Siege, and now I don't get the invites anymore. Is there a particular reason why? There's no... To me, as far as when I'm playing, I never think in my mind like, oh, this person hasn't played for this long or this, that, and that. It's almost like, think of it this way. The best way I like to describe it is we have a pool of about, let's say, 25 to 35 players, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit less, maybe even a little bit more, that you'll see normally on the strum, that you'll see in my team of fours, that you'll see in our sub games, that you'll see this, and that. That's why, honestly, I created a sub game so people who don't get a chance to play with me personally have a chance to play on the strum itself. Excuse me, sorry, I just got back from the parents and I ate so fucking much. Like, I'm so full. Oh man, I'm so full. But there are definitely some players that I could see wondering that as well, because let's say maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when I was strumming full time, and I got on a little bit earlier or something like that, and that person or individual was there at the beginning, or they were there at the middle, or again, maybe they just decided the strum wasn't for them, they just got not bored, I would say, I would hope not bored, but just wanted to go ahead and check out and go do some other things and then come back maybe 2-3 weeks later. It's not the fact that it's like someone else has replaced anybody, it's just that the pool itself has now gotten more players. Since, let's say, if out of those 25 original players, let's say half of them go ahead and they want to focus on different games. And then what I do to make up for that is I invite new players in. So that's when we go ahead and get individuals that are more like 2, 3, 4 month subs. Like we've had a couple nights previously where I'm playing with people and you guys are going, hey, I don't even know who that person is. Because we're getting new players in because of the fact that, again, other people are playing other games. So by the time, let's say, those other people go play those other games and then they want to come back, the pool is now bigger. You get what I'm saying? So essentially what happens is the people that are in the pool of Rainbow Six Siege, of Gears of War, of playing on the strum, if you want to go take some time to play other games, which by no means am I saying that is bad, because I would do the exact same thing. No game is worth playing 24/7. If I wasn't strumming, I wish I didn't have to play Siege and Gears every single day, because I would like to play other games. I just don't. But then, I invite other players in. I enjoy their company. I enjoy their play style. I enjoy them just as much as I enjoy the people that left for a little while. But by the time you come back, again, the pool is going to be bigger. For every day we invite a new player in, the pool gets bigger because of the fact that most of the time, what I love about what we have here is the fact when new players come in, they understand the fact that you need to be respectful, that you need to go ahead and keep your anger to a minimum. Obviously, we're all going to rage here and there, but not blaming teammates, saying good try, because I'm pretty sure new players that watch the channel, that come in and watch it for a little bit, then get the opportunity to do such, are like, okay, if I just start blaming somebody else for the problems, or if I start bitching at it, yeah, I'm never going to get an invite again. And that's completely true. Just like for example, as of yesterday, when we did our Sub Saturdays, we had a brand new player playing on a Sub Saturday, and I paired him up and told an individual on the team, said, hey, do me a favor, this is their first time, go ahead and make sure that they know how we play, say good try, this, and that. Again, that may not be how you react outside of the strum. Maybe you're a little bit more temperamental, maybe you're more rude to not only yourself, but to your teammates, but when you're here, you're gonna basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Be mature. be mature about it. So I kind of went off course there. But yeah, so essentially, the pool just gets bigger. That's what happens. So unfortunately, I wish I could invite everybody. I just can't. And now, essentially, because when I go live on certain days, when I go live at 8 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific, and I play for that 3 to 4 hour window, a lot of the times that 3 to 4 hour window is the same exact crew because of the fact that, again, 3 to 4 hours is what, maybe 6 matches, if that. Where I used to strum 8 hours a day, now I'm down to about 3 to 4. And in the 8 hours, obviously, we get a lot more people dropping out because no one's going to stay for the 8 hour span. So that's essentially also why a lot of people may feel that way, because I can't invite as much as I used to because I don't play for as longer. And the pool, again, has gotten bigger. So hopefully that makes sense, and I hope I said that in a respectful way. So we went over SubSeason 3. We went over the, what was the second question again? I already forgot. Holy shit. What was the second? Oh, we went over the fact that I wish I could strum some single-player games, and shut up in the comments right now, Bill of all people, because he always says, just play some single-player games, nub. Motherfucker, we've gone over this plenty of times. And then we've gone over the fact that, essentially, why one or more individuals may feel like I don't invite you anymore. Hopefully, again, I made sense of that. And thank you so much for joining us on Monday Morning Barrow. Basically, the Niners are winning the Super Bowl this year, and I can't fucking wait. We taking on the Minnesota Vikings this week. We're gonna crush them! Then hopefully Packers take out Seattle, because either way we're gonna crush either team, but I want to play the Packers, not Seattle. I fucking hate Seattle. And then we go play Packers, we're gonna crush them! And whoever in the AFC wants to get a chance at this fucking dick is gonna get it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for checking out the Monday Morning Barrow. Now I am really rambling on and on and on. I'm about to go play Rainbow Six Siege with the original Nub crew. Me, Taylor, Revan. Which is weird. I always call Taylor, and I call Revan. I don't call Taylor Broncos. Clean and Wood Eye. Have a great rest of your evening. Goodbye.